So, if you've been following British politics at all recently, you'll surely know we have a new Prime Minister in Andy Burnham. Andy Burnham was the Mayor of Greater Manchester, but he stepped down from that to run in a by-election in Makerfield, which is relatively nearby, but it's a different seat. It's a Minister of Parliament seat versus a Mayor seat. So he became Minister of Parliament and then became Prime Minister. So from there, obviously, there had to be a new Greater Manchester Mayor. So that election happened just the other night. The Greater Manchester mayoral election results. Labour's Bev Craig has won the election, taking over from new Prime Minister Andy Burnham. And you can see here, obviously Labour came first with 250k, then Reform with 111, then Greens with 64, and then Restore in fourth, Conservatives in fifth, and Lib Dems in sixth. So this is kind of a crazy result, because traditionally, obviously Labour, Conservatives, and Lib Dems were the big three parties, the main parties. Really, it was just Labour and Conservative, but Lib Dems got in, a little bit here and there. Now, however, Reform is in second, which is kind of expected. But having Restore beat the Conservatives and the Greens beat Restore, the Conservatives, and the Lib Dems, especially having Greens get this many votes when Labour won by such a large amount as well, is kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy result. And this has triggered a video from Rupert Lowe here, called A Public Offer to Nigel Farage, where Rupert Lowe basically is trying to convince Nigel Farage to agree to a bunch of key concessions that would basically make Reform an explicitly ethno-nationalist party, really. As much as Rupert Lowe likes to pretend that's not the case, that the sort of commitments they're looking for are basically about enforcing demographic majority. That's basically the point, which is not something Farage has wanted to do. And obviously there's a lot of bad blood recently between the two parties. So it just seems like it's an offer that Rupert Lowe knows that Farage is never going to take up, but it allows him to play the right a little bit. Like, people are obviously supporting this immediately. Like, yeah, Farage should agree to this. Farage should agree to this. And Farage is in a really bad spot right now. His polling is terrible. So I think it's kind of interesting. Let's take a look.
Nigel, when we were both elected at the general election in July 2024, the five of us all knew that we had achieved something truly remarkable through starting the process of breaking the two-party system that has strangled and suffocated Britain for so very long. It was a special moment, and it was an honour to walk into that building as part of our group of 5 MPs. I treasured that then, and despite everything, I still treasure it today. However, now in 2026, we're in a very different place. The landscape has changed dramatically. Our differences over the last 18 months are well documented. I do not agree with how you remove me from Reform, but let's not recycle those same arguments again and again. I want to move past that.
This is just like a desperate... I say desperate. He's in a good position to do it, so it's not that desperate. However, Restore are never going to be the big main right-wing party. That's just not the case. So this is basically the best move he can make to try and weaken Reform's position in comparison to his. So I just don't see it really going anywhere. I don't see Restore really picking up any seats. I thought they are basically a spoiler party. They are basically just going to weigh the other right-wing parties down.
The country we both love is changing beyond recognition.
Everything on screen right now is British, but not in a good way.
Millions of people feel like strangers in
their
own communities. They work hard, pay their taxes, obey the law, and yet they see no fair reward for any of that. They see a patriotic right hopelessly divided. They see hard work punished and indolence rewarded. That is why today I'm reaching out to put personalities and our past disagreements aside for the good of the country we all so want to succeed. To ask one simple question: how can we restore Britain? If we agree on 5 fundamental principles, then I believe we can, should, and must find a way of working together in some form to make it a reality. Reform has taken a path that has moved its core offering away from what I believe is necessary to restore our country. On many issues, we agree. On others, we do not. But I'm hopeful that a common way forward...
So immediately, if you truly wanted a pact here, this is antagonistic language, you know? It just does not seem like this is a genuine offer in any way. It's an offer he knows Farage won't take up. It's just a way to angle and be like, see, you can say we're a spoiler party, that we're just dragging down the right-wing vote. We offer to work with Farage. We offer to work for Farage. Don't we all agree that we need to protect our demographic majority? It's like Farage doesn't want to come out and say that.
Can be found and forged. But any agreement or cooperation must be based on the following values, policies, and vision. First, restoring our borders. Ending mass immigration is not enough. The hour is just too late for that. It must be reversed. As you know, Restore Britain has taken the unprecedented step of publishing the most comprehensive deportation policy ever produced in British politics. That plan must be implemented in full and to the letter. Every illegal migrant must be deported.
Dude.
And yes, that must include women and children. Our plan has outlined exactly how that can be achieved within one parliament.
I'm sorry, like literally, you just have to look at America to see how fucking unpopular that would be. The amount of just like shit that would entail. It would be fucking horrendous. People do not have the stomach for it. Even Americans, clearly, do not have the stomach for it. Because they've seen it play out, and Trump has had to walk a bunch of it back. They've had to keep sort of like tapering back, you know, trying to sort of cool things down. It's just totally crazy to suggest that we're going to have like ICE-style deportations, people getting picked up at their immigration consultant, what is it, immigration appointments, all this sort of shit. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. People here certainly do not have the stomach for it.
You previously stated that mass deportations are a political impossibility.
That's true.
Not only must mass deportations become a political possibility, mass deportations must become a political inevitability. They must all
Do you think it's the worst polo I own?
Legal
You're crazy.
immigration has caused even more damage. Restore Britain's policy is simple but sound. If a foreign national is living in Britain, yet
This
unable
wasn't
to
even
speak
a
English,
consideration.
refuses to work, lives in social housing, hates our way of life, or even wants to do us harm, they have abused our generosity, are incompatible with our high trust society, and they should be made to return to their own countries. There will be those in Reform who do not agree with the robust nature of such measures, but I believe it is entirely necessary. Millions must go.
Dude, this stupid fucking meme phrase, man. I can't take it. I can't take the way these online right-wingers talk, bro.
Second, restoring our demographic security. It is projected that white Britons will become a minority by 2063. Nothing demonstrates the demographic vandalism of mass immigration more than that. Importing millions of people from third world nations is changing our population in a way none of us ever wanted or voted to support. It is unacceptable and it cannot be allowed to happen. We must be unafraid to grasp that nettle. However painful the establishment backlash may be, Restore Britain has committed to reversing the Islamification of Britain, and that will not change. The level of influence that Islam is exerting, even now, on our Christian way of life is unacceptable. Any future cooperation must include the banning of both halal and kosher slaughter.
Do you see what I mean? But it's just like shit Farage will never agree to. It will never happen. banning kosher, it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. The argument's solid. If you ban one, you should ban the other. It's never happening. And we all know why.
The burqa, cousin marriage, mass dominating public Islamic prayer, Sharia courts, and any other barbaric foreign practices that have no place in our high trust society. Britain is a Christian country.
It's just all the retarded online buzzwords. It's so fucking stupid. The way this guy talks, man.
And we must ensure
this is literally made to be compelling to Asmongold and Asmongold alone.
It remains that way. If we cannot agree on that, then there is simply no way forward. The recommendations from our independent rape gang inquiry must be implemented in full. That includes the deportation of foreign national accomplices who were aware of these heinous crimes and yet failed to act. I know you have publicly disagreed and that this was the source of our previous difference of opinion, but it is a firm red line. If a Pakistani woman knew her husband was repeatedly gang raping a vulnerable white English girl, yet failed to act, she should be sent back to Pakistan. I hope her husband is not so fortunate. And on that, third, a referendum on restoring...
It is literal, it's just like, all of it is like fetishistic. It is like all fetishistic. And the only talking points that appeal to them are talking points about like rape and then being able to make people suffer, people like women suffer. That's like basically the only things that appeal to this strand of right winger. Is like, it's about raping kids or it's about making women suffer. In which case, I mean, I'm interested. I'm on board, Rupert. I'm with you, Rupert. It's total fucking AIDS.
The death penalty. Axel Rudakabana, Hashim Abedi, Shabir Ahmed. Keeping these monsters alive, and hundreds just like them, achieves nothing. The British people must be given
Nobody wants the
full,
death penalty,
free,
man.
and fair referendum on the reintroduction of the death penalty for the most monstrous and undeniable criminals. You have opposed this previously, and that is why letting the British people decide is the right thing to do. I will, in that referendum, without a shadow of a doubt, be voting in favour. Fourth, restoring a self-sufficient Britain. Britain must live within its means. That means controlling spending, cutting welfare costs, and making difficult decisions to bring inflation under control and restore sound public finances.
No, Nigel has resisted a lot of these policies the entire time he's, been in politics. He tries to play the well, I'm not racist card, and that's impossible to play when you're talking like this.
It's a Britain that can power itself, feed itself, defend
literally, Rupert Lowe just sounds like a deranged old loser to 90% of the country.
itself, restore Britain's uniquely comprehensive policy papers are already addressing these challenges. To fund that, enormous cuts must be made. These choices will not always be popular, but we must be prepared to
these people are from barbaric, savage cultures. So when they do something wrong, let's kill them. Okay, all right. I'm with you, Rupert. I get it.
generations, not just election cycles. Governed by what is right for Britain, not for what will simply result in better polling. Difficult, unpopular decisions are now required. Not short-term politicking, but long-term, hard planning that will ensure we leave a better Britain to our grandchildren than the one that was handed to us. Fifth, restoring the country's faith in politics. The British people have entirely lost faith in Westminster. That trust will not be restored by recycling the same ministers, advisors, and thinking that created today's problems. Former Conservative ministers who failed our country and our people in so many appalling ways must not be part of any future cabinet. They had their chance, and they failed us all.
So no Jamrick. No
That
Jamrick.
must
Jamrick
not
out.
be rewarded
Jamrick out.
with a second opportunity. These principles of restoration will be offered
I'm on board with
to
that.
the British people on the ballot paper at the next general election, with or without your cooperation. My sole aim through Restore Britain is the implementation of a properly considered policy programme that will start the process of desperately needed restoration for our once great country. I do not care how that is done. I only care that it is done. So Nigel, my message is simple. If you are prepared to work together around serious policies, serious reform, and serious government, then so are we. Not because it's politically convenient for Restore Britain, not because it's personally easy. After the events of the last 18 months, I would certainly rather not be making this offer. But millions and millions of British people deserve a patriotic government that puts our national interest before any personal differences that you and I may have. If you disagree...
I mean, this is sort of crafted to be a good attack on Farage, though, because that is like a big complaint that all the right-wingers say about him, is that he's all ego and it's all about him all the time and that he can't let anyone else like do anything. So it is like a good attack on Farage. I think this is going to work to fuck with Farage. So that's good, because I don't think Reform are a viable party, and I hope they split the vote. So
that is your choice. Restore Britain will be ready for what comes regardless. I truly believe there could be sufficient common ground for our two movements to cooperate collectively, destroy the looming left-wing alliance that will finish off what hope remains for this country. We have recently shown how effectively cooperation can work locally on the Norfolk County Council. So why not at national level? In my view, failing to even try because of our own personal difficulties is simply not an option. The British people deserve nothing less than our best and sincere efforts to make it happen. Now is the time to put our differences aside and cooperate for the good of the country that we all
watching this
love.
with his hand on his heart and a single tear rolling down his cheek. That's true. That's true. Chud loves Rupert Lowe, doesn't he? Wow. So yeah, I feel like that's like fine as an attack. I think that's like fine. It's just not very interesting to me because he's like not saying it.